everybody, this is After Aziz from Conspiracy of Love. Thanks for joining us here in Los Angeles, where we're about to do a designing purpose workshop with our friends at PepsiCo around the idea of creating socially conscious brands. So we love doing what we call purpose workshops in Los Angeles because the city is vibrant and interesting and exciting at this very moment in history. You know, Los Angeles has always been a place built on storytelling. Trends that start here in Los Angeles travel around the world because of the power of movies, TV, and now streaming. LA is also home to some amazing socially conscious startups. So if you walk down Abakini, you'll see incredible stores from companies like Shinola, Warby Parker, and Tom's themselves, which are real meccas to go in and get inspired around how to create retail experiences that are both good and cool. One of the ways that we help bring innovation into a company is by doing a fun purpose safari. So today we're going to take the PepsiCo team out into Los Angeles to go and look at consumer experiences at two ends of the scale. One at the more lower income end of the scale to try and find ways to bring nutrition into low income communities, and the other at the total opposite end of the scale, looking at high income consumers and looking at trends within this retail experience that might translate into the mass market in the next couple of years as well.
So one of the aspects of our work that we love is designing purpose, and that is where we get to work with brands to really unleash their moral imaginations for what's possible, for what their brands can do in the world. It's a 7-step process that we pioneered in our first book, Good is the New Cool, Market Like a Give a Damn. And it's a 7-step process which starts with knowing your purpose. And this is really about knowing your why. Why do you exist? What is the change that you want to create in the world, and why is that important? From there, being able to understand who are your allies, finding your allies within that, who are the other people that share that same vision and desire to create that impact in the world, and how can you find allies and people and partnerships that allow for you to fulfill that purpose in a really impactful way.
I think of Conspiracy Love as my wise friend, the person who knows so much about this world of purpose, who is so credible in it, who has built together so many stories that every time I hear one of those stories, it inspires me even more to do good. So this incredible wise friend who knows about this area that we are trying to credibly move into, but also I say the word friend because to me Conspiracy of Love is like a friend to my team. It's the person that you'll go to when you're looking for advice. It's the person that you trust. It's the person that you know will talk to you at your level. Sometimes this area of purpose can feel a little bit scary, and I can feel a little bit afraid about how do I do this? How do I show up? And we just call it Conspiracy of Love to go, am I on the right path? You know, help me with this. Hold my hand as we go on this journey together.
I always believe in using the power of these brands for good. And I think that we have an obligation to society to kind of give back and to do more than just make great snacks. It's also like, how are we going to help people as well? And I think you guys do a great job of kind of getting everybody to be hyper-focused and find that nugget. Not only just help us find the nugget, but also what's the path to kind of like, you know, bring the brands forward as well. You know, it's find your co-conspirators, and that means internally and externally. It's you know, internally, and you've seen it. It's like we kind of grab people that are like, I understand what you're saying, and we can make a lot of magic happen quickly. But then also, it's also finding, you know, organizations like yourself that also we're all on the same path. We all understand and speak the same language, and so there's not that huge education that has to go behind it. So that's what I would say. Find your co-conspirators.